If you've been buying succulents online or in specialist nurseries, you may have noticed huge price differences. Sometimes seemingly similar plants can have a price difference of a whole digit. And to a lot of people, this may look like the seller is trying to scam them. While this may be the case from time to time, as there are many unscrupulous sellers out there, often there are reasons behind the price tag. I have a plant nursery and for a long time had a shop on eBay and a website where I'd sell succulents and other plants. I've closed them down a year ago in favor of selling wholesale, but I've been in the horticultural industry for many years and know a thing or two about how prices are set. Often the high price is fair, but not always. Let's have a look at what affects the price the most. Creating new succulents is a big business. If you make a plant with outstanding characteristics and have the know-how, it can be a good earner. Hybridizers carefully choose their plants and it can take many years before new cultivars are ready for sale. Most these days will engage a business specializing in tissue culture, as this is the best way to mass production in short period of time. If the plant is truly special in the early stages, when it's still quite new to the market, a higher price is usually charged. Eventually, as more are sold and people start propagating their own, the price will come down. The same process happens with mutations. Plants mutate all the time, and even a small grower like myself will see a lot. And I've had some really great ones too. For instance, this variegated Echeveria vincentcato is really stunning. However, I don't have the resources to engage a tissue culture business and go through the process of registering the plant as a new cultivar. But if they happen at the right nursery, they will eventually be mass produced. If I manage to grow a decent number, I could easily charge over $50 per plant. More unique the mutation, more money the plant will cost. Because it can cost quite a bit of money to make new hybrids or mutations and then get them produced at decent numbers, many growers choose to patent their creations. This will also keep the supply fairly low and the price high. If you'd like to learn more about patented plants, I'll link a video in the description and at the end of this video. Propagation of patented plants is prohibited and only registered sellers have the right to sell. It is, however, incredibly hard to police plant patents and many illegal plants do get out. I say illegal because people are often not aware of the patent due to poor labeling. Although many succulents are often easily propagated from cuttings and leaves, there are cultivars that can be super difficult. Anything can be mass produced via tissue culture these days, the prices can still remain high for plants that are slow to grow and difficult to propagate. For example, Echeveria Romeo and Rubin here have been pretty pricey for quite a few years. They are stunning plants but hardly grow offsets and leaf propagation is not easy. Moreover, Romeo especially is a drama king and susceptible to all sorts of plant disease. It can be difficult to keep alive if you don't have a greenhouse. Because of this, the price still remains somewhat high. Once desirable plants hit the market, many smaller or backyard growers will start propagating their own, which will then push the price down, but with hard to propagate succulents, this doesn't happen. Tissue culture will eventually trickle down to nurseries that have the capacity to raise large numbers. This will lower the price a bit, but it will still be higher than that of easier to grow and propagate succulents. Variegation is usually a natural mutation, though there are ways to induce it. It often makes plants very desirable. The most popular type of variegation is white, yellow or any lighter color. It is also the worst for the plant. The lighter colored parts often lack chlorophyll, which means the plant can't photosynthesize that well, and this leads to less growing energy being produced. Variegation is also often not stable and can reverse easily to the original color. Many variegated succulents are difficult to propagate from leaves or seed. The seedlings and leaf babies more often than not come out without variegation. Because of this, many variegated succulents can cost hundreds of dollars. The ones that are easy to grow and propagate, such as this variegated Haworthia cymbiformis, are relatively inexpensive. Many a time, prices of certain succulents get pushed up due to being trendy. These usually start on social media and can inflate the price purely because of sudden demand. There was a time when the bear spore became really popular and our online shop would sell out within hours of making new stock available. I would see others selling for 5 to 10 times more than what we were charging. Trends last a few months and then the price goes back down. Unfortunately, scams are quite common, especially when it comes to seeds of rare or variegated succulents. I have a separate video on scams which I'll tag in the description, or you can wait for it to pop up at the end of this video. I had also seen many made-up plants, usually sold by backyard sellers. These would often be common succulents dressed into color. Many succulents will display unusual colors when they are very stressed, either by cold, being root bound, or kept very dry. These colors will often eventually disappear. You can avoid paying a fortune if you're willing to wait. The vast majority of pricey plants will eventually get a bit cheaper with time. In some cases, the price will remain high for many years, but most will drop in value. And that is all for today. I hope this video was useful, and if you have anything to add or would like to ask a question, you can do so in the comments below. To learn more about succulents, hit the subscribe button or go to our website succulentgrowingtips.com. Thank you so very much for watching.